Hello, Chuck and friends. It's Making Maria, your independent Chalk Couture designer. Happy Monday night. Hello, hello. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. It's Monday. Whoop, whoop. It's Monday. Kids are back in school. Okay, virtually, but they're back at school. So I had like 2 hours of almost peace and quiet. They're so much fun when they're home. I do like it when they're home. I prefer that they're home, but I'm glad that they have a little more structure to their day that spring break is over. So welcome everybody. We are going to do something really fun tonight. Like, I used the scroll saw. Fun. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with the scroll saw. We're going to recreate with the egg patterns, not the egg shapes. So we've made these guys a couple times, right? These super fun little egg patterns. You can see a bunch of different ones behind me here. Made a bunch of different eggs. But tonight we're going to use just the pattern, not the egg. We've made the eggs a few times. So it's time to use just the patterns. It is Monday. So on Monday what happens is we make a bundle on Monday of what I create. And it goes in the Making Maria VIP group so that you can create right along with me. Similar. So this one, the bundle is similar. When you see what I've done, you'll know why it's not the same. But it is the egg transfer, the bundle in the Making Maria VIP group is the egg transfer and the eggs. And then I'm going to show you some different things that you can do with the eggs so that you can get some creative inspiration, because I know a bunch of you have the patterns already, and this way, you know, use them. Let's make some different things with them. So tonight, oh, Carol, thank you. I like my new little craft world too. So see this spot, this way. This little spot right here is what we're making the sign for this evening. Thank you, Terry, very much for reminding me. If you can please send me out into the world, it helps me tremendously when you do that. So thank you to everybody who takes the time to push that button and do that. So this spot right here is the sign we're making tonight. Because my intention with these signs, and don't, you know, you can tell some of them are older, like the surfing guy. Yeah, that's from last summer. I put them up there as place savers so that I knew when I created the space how much space I had. But we will use the new transfers to recreate with them, because that's the beauty of this product, right? It's reusable. So you don't have to store tons and tons and tons of things. So I'm going to show you tonight, because we all have that where we buy a transfer and we make it the way it was designed to make, but sometimes you're wondering, what else can I do with it? So tonight I'm going to show you 2 totally different ideas of things that you can do with your egg pattern transfers. Now, first of all, your egg patterns, it's and I didn't bring one in here, that's not cut up, but it's a B-size transfer, so it's a $14.99 transfer. It's not an expensive transfer, and it has 4 egg shapes on it that are all a different pattern. But you can use these patterns for other things if you're going to chalk something smaller so that you have a pattern piece. So that's just one quick and easy different use for what you can do with these patterns. What we're going to do with it tonight is we're going to take a sign. You're going to remember this. Look at how cute. Remember this little guy? How adorable he was? If you notice, his little buddy is up there. The Valentine one. I cannot get myself to wash that one off. But we're going to wash off Mr. Leprechaun, and we're going to make him some Easter eggs. Kind of in a unique way. I am using one item that is retired, and I apologize for that in advance. And if I can improve my scroll saw using skills a little bit, I will create these for you guys. But I'm just not quite there yet. I was hoping, but not after today. We kind of regressed a little bit in our scroll saw usage. So if I get a little bit better at it, then I will make these for you guys, and then you guys can create what I'm doing. But first off, I'm Making Maria. I'm an independent Chalk Couture designer, which is the best job in the whole wide world, because I get to hang out with you guys and I get to teach workshops virtually. Right now I'm teaching workshops virtually, but I'm doing workshops. I do craft fairs occasionally. I host parties in my house. I do in-home stuff, do all kinds of great stuff. That's what I choose to do with my designership. There's all kinds of different things that you can do with it. It's completely customizable to what you're trying to accomplish, so being a designer is an awesome job. But I'm going to use a product called Chalk Couture, and Chalk Couture makes adhesive reusable silkscreen transfers, which I'll show you how to use them. The key with them is they're reusable. So you can use them over and over and over and over again, so they're a really good investment. You can use them with all kinds of different mediums, and you can create beautiful things with zero artistic talent, which is what I happen to have, zero artistic talent. But I love to make things, and I like to make things that are pretty, and I like to make things that people might actually want to hang in their home. So this product gives me the ability to do that, because otherwise, trust me, you would not want anything that I had created. So a few people probably have those things. So I'm going to stop here for a second and say hello to everybody. I feel like you guys are really, there we go. I feel like my neck is getting cut off. All right, so hello, Linda, and hello, Carol. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Terry from Texas. Linda Squared is here. Hey, Maddie. Verge. Welcome, everybody. If you're new to our little chalking party, say hi. We're very friendly, chit-chatty little crafting group. We like to talk while Maria creates. You are welcome to create right along with me if you have the stuff that we've got. Oh, hey, Kathy Moon. Happy belated birthday. Woot, woot, everybody. We had a birthday in the house. Kathy Moon had her birthday. Happy belated. So, let me show. Oh, and hello, Mr. Mike. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's get going. So this is the entire premise behind the company originally was you would buy a very nice chalkboard. This is our Sylvie chalkboard. Love Sylvie. What I love about Sylvie is she is a white chalkboard, and I have a tendency to chalk on, or prefer, I guess, the white backgrounds. Ironically, I normally create on black, but I prefer the white. So that's why I like Miss Sylvie. It's a white chalkboard. So the original premise behind the company was you would buy one nice chalkboard, and you would wash it off seasonally and recreate, which is what we're going to do here this evening. We are so over St. Patrick's Day that none of us got to celebrate. Nobody got to drink green beer, right? Nobody got to pub crawl and do all those things for St. Patrick's Day. So it is time for our adorable little leprechaun guy to go. So if you're wondering, he is the garden gnome, which we tend to make in different colors for different seasons. One of my very, very favorite transfers. He is sold out and gone, retired, but he's adorable. So first, to wash him off, all you do is spray it with water, okay? I'm going to spray it with water, and then I'm going to take my new fancy tool. Oh, again, thought this was a bunch of hooey, but it's not. It's really not. Because look, I can just go like this, and my paste, okay, maybe not. Gotta give your water a little time to, you know. Oh, remember when we did this? His little hat has like 4 coats of chalk. Now I remember when we made him. First I made him one color, then I gave him a pattern. Yeah, now I remember Mr. Leprechaun well. So you just kind of scrape off all your chalk. Now I'm just gonna dump that right in my garbage can. But it's very easy to get off. Now, do you have to have this fancy little scraper? No, you do not. You can just wipe it off. Which is why I thought Mr. Scraper was a bunch of hooey. Till I got him, and I used him, and I'm like, oh, that actually is quite a bit easier. So I just wipe it off, and just kind of getting all that excess onto him and throwing it away. Okay? It's kind of messy, but that's okay. And then you just wipe it off. Now, he's going to leave a little bit of shadowing, and that's okay because I'm going to show you how you get rid of the shadowing. So our wishes was the gold chalk paste, which is a shimmer. So it has a little bit of shimmer to it. So we're going to do that. And then we are going to use a board eraser, which is these cute little things that we sell to erase. And we're going to erase the shadowing. It takes the pigment from the green chalk paste, it takes everything off. Just like that. And just like that, we're going to have a brand new chalkboard. It's going to be like there was never anything on it. So I'm just getting my edges because I did chalk all along my edge. Okay. So Kathy, we hope you had a enjoyable social distancing birthday, as much as a enjoyable social distancing birthday can be. I would prefer that personally for my birthday. But Okay, I'm just getting my corners again because I did get chalk paste all the way in these corners, and I just want to make sure I have all that green off because with our new design that we're putting on here, I'm not putting anything down there. Okay, so voila, just like that, brand new chalkboard. Dry it off. The Sylvie is a really nice frame. The Sylvie comes with a black chalkboard and a white frame, or a black frame and a white chalkboard. So super nice, versatile chalkboard. It's a very nice size. All B size transfers fit on it, and obviously A size, because A size is a little bit smaller. I still have chalk paste in this corner. I really got it in there, good. So I'm just, again, making sure I get rid of all that green because, I don't know, we might not put any green in the new one. Okay, so you're ready for the new way we're going to make him? So we're going to put a little egg right in the middle. I know, like he's floating, right? What are you thinking, Maria? But, are you ready for this? This is what I did with my fancy little scroll saw. It's a cute little cake stand. So we're going to make a cute little cake stand, which we're going to chalk on. We're going to put our cute little egg in the middle. We're going to take a little bit of stuff and put it around here. And it's going to be adorable. So, this is from a very old transfer. It's called You're the Sweetest, which was a beautiful, beautiful transfer. It was this cake stand, and it had a really pretty cake on it with, rose flower frosting. And then it had a cake stand thing, a cover. And then it said, You're the Sweetest. It's a beautiful transfer. It is retired. It's one of my hopes that they're going to bring out of the vault when they open up the vault because it's super popular. But what I did was I took the transfer and I traced it out on MDF board, nothing fancy. I didn't even paint it, the MDF board. We're going to chalk the cake stand onto the MDF board. And again, if I get halfway decent with my scroll saw, I will make these and you guys can have them. But I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. I practiced a little bit today. Because let me tell you, this little cake stand guy is by no means. Yeah. You don't want to see it up close. Because it's not right. At all. Okay, so I'm just going to smush it down. But he has really nothing to hold on to. Thank you, Linda. I'm really not. It was a little entertaining, I gotta say. Charlie came downstairs. He's like, what are you doing in Dad's room? And I'm like, shh, I'm practicing. It was very funny. So those of you who know, there's a couple of designers that I very much enjoy watching. I talk about this one often because she is amazing. Her name is Sage Roberts. And Sage does this. So I'm copying something that Sage does. If you are not following Sage for creative inspiration, you need to be because she's amazing. Vintage Charm Creations, I believe. If you have to like farmhouse. It's very farmhouse. Okay, so I'm just going to use some grayish chalk paste. I'm just stirring it up because it's new. I'm just stirring it. And I'm going to carefully chalk this. Because again, there's nothing for my screen to stick to because I cut my cake stand the size of the transfer. So I'm going to take a squeegee, which has something on it, so I'm going to put that one in my water bath and grab a different one. There we go. Sawdust. There's a lot of sawdust in this room. So I'm going to take my squeegee. There's an angled side and a flat side, and I'm going to dip my flat side in, or my angled side in, and I'm just going to go very carefully in one direction because, again, my transfer is not really stuck very well. So by going in one direction, I minimize the risk of my transfer moving on me while I'm chalking. So Sage is kind of known for taking transfer pieces and then cutting them out in MDF and then chalking on them. She has lots. If you have any MDF or any scroll saw skills, she's definitely somebody you want to follow because she does a lot. If it's a piece that can get cut out into a piece of wood, she's doing it. Okay, so I'm just wiping off my squeegee. Oops, I think I missed down here. Making sure my whole silk screen is covered. And then I'm pulling off my transfer. And again, you'll see that my scroll sawing skills were not, it's really sad. But I'm gonna pretend. By the time we put an egg in it and all that, you're not even gonna know it. Okay, it's really sad. She would be very disappointed in my skills. Now what I could do, and maybe I'll try that tomorrow, is now that the design is on the wood, I could go back in. I mean, this is really pathetic. I'm not showing it to you close up because it's kind of sad. But, you know, for my first attempt at curvy stuff, oh my goodness, Carol is going live at 8 a.m. Woot woot, good for you, Carol. This is my new craft room. It's almost done. It's not quite, but I'm done enough to be moved in and working on it. I'm just not completely moved in. I have kind of, that side of the room kind of has stuff everywhere. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I have a lot of stuff I'm trying to fit into this little room. Amanda Taylor is pretty good with her saw. Yes, Amanda Taylor is also very good with her scroll saw. I don't know how they find the time to scroll saw stuff. Because, I mean, this took me a long time. See, and, I mean, like here. Okay, I'll show it to you up close. See, I totally missed this. If I could have just painted it, right? I didn't necessarily need to chalk on it, which is a solution that I could come up with. I could just paint on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to stick this on my little board. The other thing would be if I could do it in a different color, but I don't know how much I really want to accentuate the fact that I did a lousy job with the scroll saw. So for now, I'm going to leave it at it as is. What Sage does with them is she puts magnets on the back of it, and then she just changes up what's inside of it all the time for the season, which is another very cool idea of things that you can do with your transfers, is just change them up. So what I'm going to do for our purposes is I'm going to stick glue dots on the back of it because I don't want it to be permanent. I'm not ready for it to be permanent. Obviously, first of all, I need to fix it because it's not a very good scroll sawing job. And my glue dots are not sticky. Probably because I really honestly couldn't tell you how old they are. There they are. They stick. I'm just going to stick 2 glue dots on the back of it for now. And we're just going to stick it on the board. But first I should probably put my egg on. I should probably chalk my egg first. So I'm just going to kind of line it up. I'm going to use this little egg guy here. And put him in the middle. I want to put him up a little bit because I want to put the foofy stuff in. So I just push my egg transfer down. So again, these egg transfers are very versatile in the fact that they have lots of different fun patterns on them. And I think we're going to stick with 3 very basic colors. This is Wisteria, Peony, and Spring Zing, which is a very fun bright green. Oh, we could do 4 colors though, because there's really 4 lines. Maybe we'll throw in a little morning sky. This will be quick and easy because it's literally 3 with a, I'm gonna be a rebel and I'm not even gonna stir my chalk up. Normally you would stir your chalk. Okay, maybe we are gonna stir our chalk. Okay, I'm gonna move that out of the way. And then what we're gonna do when we're done with this is I'm gonna show you a new, well, it's not a new surface, quite honestly. It's a very old surface. I just have never used it. I don't know why. I gotta get my dried up chalk that I shouldn't open up your chalks over your project. So we have these really cool fabric banners that I have never chalked on. You can chalk on them or you can ink on them. You ink on them and heat set them if you want to wash them. If you're never going to wash them, which I honestly don't know why you would ever wash them, you can use chalk on them. I'm going to use chalk just because I don't think I'm ever going to wash them. And we're going to make a really cute little egg banner also with their little egg cutouts. I'm going to run out of wipes. I need to conserve on my wipes here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do, I think we'll go green, blue, purple, pink, in that order. Okay, so I take a squeegee, same thing, angled side. We're going to do purple at the top. We're going to go relatively quickly because I don't want my chalk paste to dry. I go away from the other color originally, just so I don't get big blobs of paste, again, where I don't want it. Then we're going to do our pink. This is Peony. Very pretty, very, very fun bubblegummy pink. Beautiful for summer color, for flowers. This color is a pretty nice pink, I gotta say. I like pink grapefruit, which is the new pink. That one is not quite as bright. It's a little more gray and muted. And then we're gonna use a little morning sky down here. Now we could have done a different technique. We could have done hot mess, we could have done ombre, but I kind of like, this guy striped. I don't know why. Which is, I'm sure you're getting sick of seeing me make him stripes, because I keep making him stripes, but oop. And then we're gonna just do a little bit of green on the bottom. Okay, so we're just gonna cover up all of our silkscreen, like so. Wipe off my squeegee, pull my transfer off, put it in my water bath. Look at that, we have this super cute little floating Easter egg. It's just floating in midair. So I'm gonna dry it so that we can flounce it up. And then what will happen is after Easter, we'll take this board off my wall, we'll wash it off, and we'll put something else on here. So I'm just drying it so that I make sure that my chalk paste is dry so I don't, you know, stick my finger in it or do something goofy that I would do with it. I've got chalk paste everywhere, and I'm going to run out of baby wipes. And I don't have any more in here. They're in the other room. All right, so this is what we've got so far. Oh, shoot. No, I stuck my corner of my guy in my paste. I'm carefully wiping it off because I don't want to wipe the actual gray off. So be careful. Know where your pastes are is the moral to this story. When you're moving things around. Okay, so now we're going to stick it. Chalk paste down here. Okay, we're going to stick him here. And then stick our little glue dots on. We're going to take this very messy stuff. So before I get out my very messy stuff, I'm going to close up my chalk paste because I don't want this very messy stuff inside my chalk paste. Now you could do it on this on a bigger board, and you could do things like happy birthday, or not, did I say happy birthday? Happy Easter. So I'm just going to put a couple little glue dots around here so that I have something to stick the messy stuff to. Again, because I don't want this to be permanent. I want it to be removable, and the glue dots will come off. I hope. Chalk paste all over. Okay, so we take our little floofy stuff, which this stuff makes a huge, look what I found. Stuff makes a huge mess. Oops. Didn't I say close up on your face, Maria? So this is just, you know, the grassy stuff. And we're just going to kind of stick it in here. Nothing, you know, there's no rhyme or reason to this. Just kind of making it look like it's in a little nest, or a cute little egg. We could put a cute little bow on our cute little egg. I mean, there's all kinds of fun little things we could do with this. Just to kind of give it a little more zhuzhing. I was just proud of myself that I actually got the scroll saw out and cut something up. But this stuff does make a big old mess. So again, I'm just kind of getting it in there into the glue dots, and then it's holding itself together. So she does a couple things, she uses a couple things for stands. There's a couple transfers out there that some of you have. Obviously there's this cake one. There's the cake one, and then there's the mason jars. Happiness is homemade. It is this transfer right here. Some of you have that one. She's cut those mason jars out. The vintage truck, obviously everybody cuts the vintage truck out. But there's a lot of, so you can just kind of give that dimension to your projects. So voila. It's probably easier for you to see it this way. This cute little egg. Every time I blow it, more stuff comes out. Okay, there we go. Got a cute little floating, he's not floating anymore, on a cute little cake stand. And that is one project that you can do with your egg patterns. Now, do you have to have this? No, you don't have to have this. You could just put eggs on a page. You could do, you know, make a line. You could put them in a bowl. There's a couple transfers that have bowls. You know, there's lots of options as to how you could create something very similar to this. But it just gives you, you could put words up here. Like I pulled out the, you know, this is from the Vintage Truck add-on. You could throw an Easter up here. You could throw an Easter down here. There's all kinds of fun things that you could do with this guy to kind of give your patterns one more use. The eggs are also super cute on a tea towel. So here we go. This is our cute little egg guy. So we're going to set him aside. I am going to eliminate as much as I can the messy stuff that we used, and I'm going to show you this surface that I've had since November, and I've never used it, and I've been wanting to use it, and I thought the eggs are the perfect size for it. So these are little tiny pennant banners, and we're going to make something else with, it comes in 3 sizes. This is the little baby guy. Look at how cute that little baby guy is. It's a 5x7, so any A size transfer that's in the portrait orientation will fit on here. You take this very fun little dowel, you stick it in its little pocket, and you can hang them, okay? So you can hang them like a bennett. You could hang it from a door, you could hang it from a knob, you could hang it, you know, on a wall, you can hang it anywhere. What's nice about these is they're super easy to store, because look, you just go boom, 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 boom. And there's very little storage to these. So these are a super nice way to have a little piece of home decor for the holiday, but not have a big, huge chalkboard or something else that you've got to store. The banner, so it comes in this size, it comes in a 9x12 size, and then it comes big, and I don't know the dimensions, but it's big. A C size transfer fits on it. That's one of the things we're going to make later this week. And that one comes in such a way that you can change it out. So that way, any C size transfer, you can change it out seasonally. So you still have the wood pieces, it's magnetic. There's 2 big, you know, 2 pieces on the top, 2 pieces on the bottom. They have magnets, and then your banner sits in between them. And then it's really, really easy to just flip out your canvas and change it seasonally. And again, now you don't have, you just roll it up. There's nothing to store in it. Okay, so we're going to make 3 little Easter eggs into a very cute little banner that I'm going to hang on my mantle. Or you might hang it down here. I don't know. Now that my new room is so pretty, I don't know. I could just never take anything upstairs. But I am going to run out of room down here to keep things. So eventually they do have to go upstairs. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie them together with ribbon and make them into a banner. Okay, so we got 3 little banners. That easy. Then we're going to pull out our cute little egg transfers. We are going to reuse the egg pattern that we just did because it's my favorite. Well, I guess the flowers are kind of my favorite too. Hello, Miss Vicky. I have been thinking about you all darn day long. I hope you are doing well. Let's do these. Let's do these 3. And then I'm going to pull out the one we just used to make the nesting one because I want to reuse it. We're going to let him dry while we're doing the other guys. Where's my... Okay, there it is. You can tell I don't know where things are yet in this room, and I keep moving things around, which is not helping me. Okay. So what's nice about these banners, again, is you can chalk on them. You don't have to own ink. You can ink on them. If you ink on them and you heat set them, it will be, you can wash it. It's permanent. That's the word I'm looking for. It's permanent if you do that. you don't have to. So this is the Make It Monday bundle, where you get the egg patterns. You get a set of eggs as well, the wooden eggs. So if you want to go in, I don't think I posted it yet. I made it, but I didn't post it. When we're done here, I'll post it. It's really cute little, just a little funness. Oops, that egg is upside down. All right, so we're just gonna, sorry I haven't messaged. It's been a bit hectic, but my alarm was on so I could watch your live. Aw, I've been thinking about you, Vicki. Okay, so I'm gonna carefully remove my backer sheet. I'm gonna stick this little, is he upside down? Maybe he's not. We're gonna stick him in here. So again, any A size transfer that's portrait size, and these little guys are really inexpensive, I gotta say. They're only $6.99, so they're not a lot of money. And you can, this would be a super cute little gift for those of us who are social distancing. You could hang one of these on your neighbor's little doorknob. Just say, hey, you know, I'm thinking about you. Just all kinds of fun things. I think it's straight now. All right, so this guy, oh, do we want to do them in multiple colors, or should we just do them in one bing, bang, boom? I think we're going to do Morning Sky. We're going to stick with our Spring Zing because that's a very nice bright green. I think now we're going to pull in some Couture, Coral, and maybe a little, I'm not crazy about the yellow on the canvas. Maybe we'll just stick with these three. They're kind of nice colors. We could do yellow. Or we could do a little well, Regal's kind of dark. Regal's kind of a really pretty dark purple, but it's pretty dark. And these should be springy, right? Yep, Tide's too dark. All right. Well, we're gonna start with these. I think we're gonna, well, you know what? Let's do them in a solid color. We haven't done that in a while. The last time we did them in a solid color, we did Storm on the white egg cutouts. Are you pasting or inking? I am inking. Vicki. You can do either. So it doesn't really matter unless you want to wash them. But the banners do both. Or really any fabric, you can do both. It's just a matter of, do you want to wash it? I'm just pushing them down so that they get good and stuck. You know what, let's use ink. Just to be fancy. So, for some reason in ink, Regal looks lighter to me. I don't know why. Because I don't really think it is. But this way we can iron them. We pasted first, Vicki. First we made this. We pasted an Easter egg with a cake stand from the You Are the Sweetest transfer on the Sylvie. That was the first project we made. And now we are doing examples of different ways you can use your egg patterns. So that if you've invested in the egg patterns, you have more than one way. And this also can kind of give you a really good idea of what it would look like on a tea towel as well. Would be if we were going anywhere for the Easter holiday, where somebody was hosting us and we could actually leave our house, it'd be a very nice hostess gift. But this would be a very nice gift to mail to someone so that you could say, hey, I'm thinking about you on the holiday, even though we can't be together. That's also another very nice little way to, you know, be together without being together. All right, so I think we're gonna do, yeah, that's kind of boring. I like the bright green. The problem is I just don't like them in one color. So really, why should we do one color? If I don't like them in one color, let's do two, right? There's nothing that says I can't do that. So we're gonna do that. All right, so we're gonna do Regal, and it's kiwi. It's an old green. It doesn't, I mean, this is old ink, but ink keeps very nicely. Don't open up your ink over your projects. So we're gonna put these two together, I think, on maybe on this guy. And then on this guy, we're gonna do coral and pink and blue is probably bad, right? Maybe we'll do coral and kiwi on this one. And then we'll do blue, which is morning sky. And we'll do all 4 of them on this one. There we go. That'll tie them all together. So this guy gets this guy. Or we do these 2 together. This guy. It's like playing Russian roulette with colors, right? Not Russian roulette, that's not the right word. No, that's not the right word. Okay, we're going to do blue and green on this one, green and purple on this one, and we'll do all 4 colors on this one. That's my vote. What do you think? So be very careful with ink because it's permanent. So you want to make sure you put everything aside so that you don't end up moving things inadvertently into colors that you didn't want them in the first place. Ink does not have the same drying problem that chalk does, so you don't have to worry about it drying. You don't have to go super fast because it's a little more forgiving. You have a little more time. On this guy, I like to do the little dots. Actually, last time we did this little guy, we did him in all kinds of different colors, didn't we? I'm breaking my cardinal rule. And I am opening up all my chalk base and I have all, or inks, and I have all my ink lids next to me. Okay, these are very bright colors. Oh, baby. Those are some bright colors. Holy cannoli. All right, we're just going for it. There's something, I can feel it. There we go. Okay, here we go. So we're just gonna go willy-nilly in here. I'm gonna save my little tiny squeegee for when we get into those little itty-bitty dots. I'm gonna grab a multi-purpose tool, which will allow me to go in and change the colors up of my flowers. I'm gonna just start with my Regal. So I just dip it in. Again, this is ink, so be careful. You don't want to get it on your clothes, it's not coming off. You don't want to get it someplace you don't want it, it's not coming off. So I'm just going to go randomly around the flowers and fill in my canvas, or my silkscreen, so that I apply the ink to the canvas through the silkscreen. Very easy to do. Super fun! Super duper fun. Super easy. And again, the ink, the egg patterns is the Make It Monday bundle, which is in the Making Maria VIP group. Oh, you're not in the Making Maria VIP group? Comment add me, or go in your search bar and type in Making Maria VIP group, and I will add you, and you can see all the fun. We have a bunch of fun stuff coming up this week. My friend Vicki and I are in a little bit of a challenge right now. She's on an opposing team, I might add, Miss Vicki. So we've got some fun things going on. That means we get to play a little bit more than I usually do. So you're going to see a few more things, a few more posts. Ooh, Kristen, be bold and be brave would be very nice. On the banner, I'd have to check. I think it needs to be, I think it has to be in the portrait orientation, and be bold, be brilliant, be brave. That one is landscape. But I have to check. I'm not really sure. I haven't tried to do one in the landscape orientation yet. Because honestly, this is the very first time I have ever used the pennants. Not for lack of having them. They've been sitting on my shelf in my craft room. My big craft room, the craft room you guys come to, craft room. Okay, so again, I'm just kind of going around, filling in my little flowers. Just be patient and go slow. Yeah, Vicki, your team is going down. I don't know what team you're on, Vicki, but you're still going down. Although I think we're both in the East. So we're kind of on the same team, but not really. I was excited there for a minute because our friend Michelle was on my team, but then I got put on a different team. She's not on my team anymore. So, don't worry, Vicky. You better turn your live button on. There's no prize for this competition either, I might add. This is truly bragging rights. So be prepared, Vicky. You don't want my team to win. Okay. So I'm just going around. And I need to do a purple one. No, we are the same, east versus west. We're east versus west, but then are we not the same when you get to our individual teams? I don't know. There's so much going on in that group, it's so hard to keep track of what the heck it even is. Okay, we got one more little flower guy to do. I'm going to do him in Regal. Okay, and then we're going to go do the dots. This is the most complicated one because I decided to do it in all 4 colors. Didn't I say we were going to do these in 1 color? Yeah, I did. Apparently I didn't listen to myself very well. This kiwi is the same color as Spring Zing. It's a very bright, very fun green. Okay. So I'm just trying to get my little dots. I always have a problem with the little dots because I don't push hard enough on them. All right, I think I'm done. Who's your couturier? Ooh, look at how cute that is. Stick this in my water bath. Who is it? What's her name? I gotta look it up. And somebody I've never heard of before. So here's our super cute. It's hard to see the green, but it's in there. So we have one little egg. We're gonna set him aside, let him dry. We're gonna pull out our other little egg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, jeez Louise. Now we gotta figure out colors. You know what? We're just sticking with them all, right? We're just gonna keep going with the same 4. We're gonna do all of them in all 4 colors because Maria can't make up her mind. Yep, that's what Maria decided today. Don't you love how I talk to myself in the 3rd person? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go in one direction and go in. So I just wipe off my squeegee as I go because I don't want to commingle the ink. And this guy's gonna get, I'm gonna do a little more green on, try to do the green a little more predominantly on this one because we didn't do a lot of green. The green shows up pretty nicely on the canvas. I was worried that it wasn't going to, but it does. Make sure you get all of your purple off before you start going with the green. Vicki and I are normally on the same team. Not this time though, sister. I'm a little competitive. I do have to say, I know where my children get it from. Between my husband and I, they were just completely sunk in the competitiveness world. I feel very sorry for them, honestly. I know where my little Charlie gets it from. Oh, we had so much fun today homeschooling, which I don't really homeschool. I don't really do anything. I just make sure they get their stuff done. Their teachers I am so impressed with. Have it all organized and dialed in for me. But we were playing board games today when they were done. It was kind of fun. And then my husband came home and we're like, oh my gosh, we found this great new game. You need to play with us. So he did. Okay. I'm ready to throw this little guy away. He has ink all over him. Okay, so now we carefully pull this guy off. Ooh, he's cute too. Okay, now we have this cute little egg. So you can't see him yet, but now we're gonna do one more. Get all the ink off of my fingers. You always check your fingers when you ink. Anytime you touch your ink containers. All right, so this is what we've got so far. We have this guy, and we have this guy. Okay, now we're making our third guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do blue on the top. The coral, I like Couture coral. It's a very, very, very pretty color. It's pink, but not pink. It's a nice shade. It's bright, but it's not too bright. So we're going to do this big one. We're going to do in coral. So this again is just one example of the versatility of the transfers. The other thing I think that would be super cute with the egg transfers is a etching. If you wanted to etch like a flower vase with an egg on it, I think that would be really pretty. I like to etch. I think the etching is so pretty. Because there's so much screen to them, I think it would be, you know, really noticeable on the glass. We haven't etched a project in a while. I was going to do that a while back, but I never got around to doing it. We need to do some etching. Okay, now I'm going to do our kiwi. Ooh, a little too much ink. Make sure you cover up your whole silk screen. Okay. And voila, we have one more little bit of purple, and we have 3 eggs done. So in our 47 minutes together, I spent most of our time yapping in the beginning at you. We've made 2 very cool, very different projects with the egg patterns. The other thing that the egg patterns would be really nice on is anything you need to do a pattern on, because they're a nice little size, they would make really cute little earrings. I think this little pattern here would make super cute little earrings. And even like the viney things would make super cute earrings. If you're wondering what I'm talking about with earrings, there's a couple videos back we made wooden earrings. So you can, the easiest way to search past videos is on my YouTube channel. And that's you go to YouTube and you type in Making Maria, and you can go right to my channel. And then you can search. It's much easier, I find, than trying to search on Facebook. I'm closing up my inks because I want to make sure my inks are all closed up before I start moving things around. Making sure I have no ink on my hands. And voila. Ooh, I like this guy. We have one more cute little egg. So then what I will do, and I'll take a picture of it, is I'm going to tie them together to make a super cute little banner. I'll put this one in the middle. Yeah, this one's heavier. Okay, so then they'll hang like so with their cute little eggs. So this is our super cute little egg banner. Super simple, super easy. These are the pennants. These are the 5x7. They come in 3 sizes. The size is $6.99. So they're super inexpensive. And again, any A size transfer fits on it. We were going to see if I haven't figured out yet where I put my, where did I put my transfers? Let's see if I don't know if I have Be Bold, Be Brilliant in here. I hope so. I don't think have we even used that one yet? But let's see if a portrait size one will fit. I don't have Be Bold, Be Brilliant in here. So let's do an oldie but a goodie, Walk by Faith. Oh yeah, it'll fit. It's a tight fit, so you don't want the transfer that goes all the way to the edges. And it's tight, but you can get them to fit. I don't know about Be Bold, Be Brave, Be Brilliant, though. I need to bring that one in here. I'm running something over with my chair. Okay, so these are our fun little projects for the evening. We made our super cute little egg with our cute little cake stand with our little foofy stuff. just something quick and easy and fun. If you want the pattern, because I know many of you are scroll saw aficionados, way better than me, I'm happy to send you the cutout and you can make your own because you're probably way better at it than me. And then we have our super fun little banner, which I will tie all together and hang it and then take a picture for you so that you can see what it looks like. So I am making Maria. When I get out of jail, look out, Maria. Are you in jail? Are you in Facebook jail, Vicki? Hey, Kathy K. Hey, Montina from California. Hey, Terry. I think I answered everybody's comments. Okay, so I will post the, oh, and I should heat set these. I'll iron them to heat set them so that I can wash them. You don't have to heat set them. Again, if you're not going to wash them, it doesn't matter. But you can use ink and not heat set it. It's just, it will remain tacky in feeling. It doesn't hurt it. It just feels tacky. It doesn't feel like chalk. So the egg pattern, along with a cute set of the little wooden eggs, are the Make It Monday bundle. So you get 3 little eggs and the transfer. So you can, these are super cute to give away too. These are fun, kind of fun to kind of leave on people's porches. Just to say, hey, thinking about you. Especially if you had like the little spring minis. You can put a little spring mini inside of there. I will post that in the VIP group so you can check that out if that's something you want to take advantage of. And I can ship them to you. You do pay for the shipping, but I can mail them to you if you want to. Or if you are, you know, local to me and dying to go for a ride and risk the ride, come on over and pick them up. I'll leave them on the porch. So that's what I got for you tonight. Thanks so much for watching me. If you want to check out any of these products, you can go directly to www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria. This is the egg pattern cutout. We used ink and paste. Lots of different colors. And if you're not in the VIP group, you can come and add me. I'm more than happy to get you in the VIP group. It's super fun in there. That's where all the fun stuff happens. And if you can, please send me out into the world. Thank you, thank you. I'll be back at you tomorrow night. See you guys.